Holy smokes. Hope everyone is having a great day, a great morning, guys. It is official. Congress has officially certified Trump's 2024 win. This is iconic, and we ended up with this amazing video from Kamala Harris announcing and completely certifying the result, and I thought that was awesome. But I really wanted to start off with this incredible picture that I saw from Libs of TikTok. They wrote, "It is official," with 3 American flags, and in it, they shared some of the most iconic photographs here, and I thought this was such a great kind of year in review. Check this out. We have President Trump with Musk, we have McDonald's Trump, we have mugshot Trump, and real quick, I wanted to start off this video with a question. Okay, you ready for it? You ready for it? Actually, real quick before I say the question, I just want to say, guys, welcome back to the show, the ACM show, where we talk about news, politics, ideas, and the future. It is incredible. And here's my question for you: which version of Trump is your favorite? Is it Trump and Musk? Is it McDonald's Trump? Is it mugshot Trump? Is it Trump with his fist bumping in the air, fist bumping in the air with the American flag in the background? Is it garbage truck Trump? Or are you like me? Because personally, my favorite Trump is actually Maha Trump right over here. This is what I'm calling Maha Trump, okay? I love Maha Trump. Make America healthy again, Trump. But let me know which Trump is your favorite. I also like Biden Trump. Not gonna lie to you guys, okay? But congratulations, it is official. We are one step closer to January 20th. We are one step closer to making America healthy again. And I really couldn't be more excited. Check out this video real quick with Kamala Harris, and other conversations that we're gonna have today is Dana White joining Meta as a board member. This is crazy. This is a big deal, and I'm not seeing enough people talk about it, so we're going to talk about it and really what this means in the shift that we're seeing in a big attack. We're also going to talk about the TikTok ban because it's interesting, and again, kind of following this whole conversation about big tech and its future and what it means, especially now that it's taken a more prominent role in politics and news consumption. And so let's just get into it. But we're going to start here with Kamala Harris. Okay, this is a good video. Check this out.
70. The votes for President of the United States are as follows. Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes. Kamala D. Harris Kamala D. Harris of the state of California has received 226 votes. 70. The votes.
There's actually a version of this clip where it continues to play out, but you know how she just struck her tiny hammer because of the standing ovation with President Trump. I don't know if you got that. Well, she actually did the same thing for the Democrats who gave her a standing ovation on that side of the room, but she did it so lightly, and I thought that was hilarious. But nonetheless, this was a good day. I remember Charlie Kirk, he shared this saying, "It is official. Praise God." We can't take this lightly, especially whenever we look at what January 6th looked like so many years ago. Okay, a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on what happened that day, but the fact that so many people are together, they were united. There's a different atmosphere. There's a different energy in this room. There's a different energy in this country. If I'm gonna be real, so yeah, I'm in alliance with Charlie Kirk over here. Praise God, amen. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about was Dana White. This is a big deal. Okay. Dana White shared this yesterday. He said, "I love social media and I'm excited to be a small part of the future of AI and emerging technologies at Meta." So check this out. Here's a statement from Mark Zuckerberg. All right. So Dana White joins the board of directors at Meta, and Mark Zuckerberg says, "I'm excited to kick off the year with some news that we've been working on for a while. Dana White, John Elkman, and Charlie Songers are joining Meta's board of directors. We have massive opportunities ahead in AI, wearables, and the future of social media, and our board will help us achieve our vision." Dana is the president and CEO of UFC, and he has built it into one of the most valuable, fastest growing, and most popular sports enterprises in the world. I've admired him as an entrepreneur and his ability to build such a beloved brand, Mark Zuckerberg. And here's what Dana White says. He writes, I've never been interested in joining a board of directors until I got the offer to join Meta's board. I am a huge believer that social media and AI are the future. I'm very excited to join this incredible team and to learn more about this business from the inside. There is nothing I love more than building brands, and I look forward to helping take Meta to the next level. Holy smokes. So I know Mark Zuckerberg is kind of a controversial figure these days, or at least in the past. Honestly, I feel like we are seeing a different version of Mark Zuckerberg. People grow, people change, and I love it. And I know Mark Zuckerberg's name used to be synonymous with censorship. I don't know if that's true anymore. I really don't think so. And this relationship with Dana White, this is huge. I don't know if you guys were aware of this, but I actually brought up Dana White in my newsletter from like last week, and I wrote how in the section of the future, way beyond the 2024 election, I wrote that on the night that President Trump won his reelection, Dana White got on stage and thanked independent media directly as part of the reason why he won. Dana White got on stage next to all of Trump's family and said, I want to thank some people. The Nelk Boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, and last but not least, the powerful and mighty Joe Rogan. And this was him talking about really the democratization of online media, and that is why President Trump won. Now I have that video here, so check this out.
Last but not,
right here.
I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelk Boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, busting with the boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan. And thank you, America. Thank you. Have a good night.
There we go. There we go. Dana White thanking independent media. And really, this is, I believe, why President Trump won, because he used free and earned media as what instead of what Kamala Harris's terrible approach was, which is relying on CNN, she was relying on MSNBC, she was relying on regular legacy media that proved in 2024 that it did not carry the same weight. So this is a big deal with Dana White. Dana White has always really stood side by side with President Trump, and now that we see big tech actually being a little bit more cordial with conservatives, especially like Dana White, I think this is a really big turning point. And at whenever you look at social media and the landscape right now, I think it's so interesting because I don't know if you guys saw this, but on the New York Post, they reported that a CNN panelist claims that X is ideologically balanced. This is a massive culture shift, especially looking at what we went through for the past 6 years, where we look at platforms like Meta, we look at platforms like X. They are not ideologically balanced, or at least, sorry, they were not ideologically balanced. They were incredibly left leaning, but the world is changing. Okay, this is CNN themselves. Someone who posted this wrote, Elon Musk is winning, even if his popularity ratings are down. He's remade X and Twitter in his image. That doesn't sound the best, but let's keep going. Turning it from a democratic bastion to one that is a far more evenly divided and friendlier to the GOP. So check this out. This is CNN.
Really doing. So if you looked at that opening slide, what did it say? It seems like Elon Musk is losing, but he's actually winning. So one of the big reasons he bought Twitter/X is because he wanted to make it his own platform, remake it in his own image.
Okay, look at this. For the people who are listening, look at this. Party ID among those who regularly use X/Twitter for news. So in 2020, the party ID on the platform was 65% going towards Democrats. In 2022, that's crazy. And in 2022, the Republicans had 31% of the party ID. Fast forward 2 years, 2024, that number for Democrats is at 48%. Whoa, that doesn't make any sense. Because if most people who go on X, at least from what I'm hearing, people are like, oh my gosh, it's a GOP swamp. It's nothing but a bunch of Republicans saying left and right. It's a bunch of it's a MAGA zone. Okay, that's all Twitter is. And I'm here to tell you, no, guys, the world is changing. So if you haven't been paying attention, I just want to let you know the world is changing. 2024, the GOP party ID is at 47%. That's less than Democrats. That is crazy. And look at what the host says right now. This is radically
I
important.
think this really gets at it. Look at this. The party ID among those who regularly use X/Twitter for news. Back in 2022, 65% of those who regularly use Twitter/X for news were Democrats. Just 31% were Republicans. Look at where we are today. Just a completely different picture. Now it's basically split between Democrats at 48%, Republicans at 47%. And what I should note, Mr. Berman, is this new overall makeup matches the overall electorate far better. And more than that, John, look at where Mr. Musk's net.
That is insane. This is a much better reflection of the state of this country than anything else, than any other platform at all, by a long shot. That is insane. So speaking of platforms, the biggest question of this week has to do with TikTok. Okay, you guys, I feel like I've been pretty vocal on my opinion of TikTok, but nonetheless, I would maybe there's some space for it, but again, I think I don't know if there's a genuine census on what's happening with TikTok, but let's see what Kevin O'Leary says, the shark himself, because he says that he is preparing an offer to buy TikTok. This is huge, and we also have some some updates from the Department of Justice as well as SCOTUS. Check this out.
And we want to. And then on midday, 12:05, Trump will be who we have to work with to close the deal in the months ahead. So I wanted to let him know, as well as others in his cabinet, that we're doing this, and we're going to need their help.
Well, that's going to be a very interesting story to watch. You know, I want to go back to that, but I want to.
Interesting indeed. And guys, there's actually going to be, looks like this decision is going to be made very, very soon, because in a couple days, on a January 10th, it looks like SCOTUS will be making its final decision that will impact what happens on January 19th if TikTok actually faces a ban. Look at this from Fox 13.
Well, the Justice Department is asking the U.S. Supreme Court to bypass President-elect Donald Trump's attempt to delay a TikTok ban from going into effect. Attorneys for Trump filed a motion with the Supreme Court to block a law that would ban TikTok in the U.S. on January 19th if its parent company ByteDance doesn't sell it. Now, last month, the president-elect said he wants an opportunity to find a political resolution. Lawmakers have said the social media platform is a threat to national security because of potential Chinese government access to U.S. consumer data. The Supreme Court will hear oral arguments this Friday, January 10th.
January 10th. Wow. And I saw this from USA Today. They wrote, will Donald Trump save TikTok? They wrote, Trump's vision for TikTok when he takes office is unclear. Despite steps he took during his first term to ward off ByteDance, he has expressed different feelings for the app more recently. Last week, Trump said at a press conference that he has a warm spot for TikTok in his heart, as he believes the app helped him gain ground with young voters in the 2024 presidential election. So the question that I have today is there a future with TikTok? Okay, now a lot of what I feel is like, granted, I am concerned with the national security aspect of this. I don't know if it's healthy to have a company that is as influential as TikTok have home base in another country. I don't know if that's good for any country. So I'm really hesitant. But as someone who makes videos, as someone who's been doing this, as someone who grew a platform on TikTok to over 80,000 followers, like, that was my home for so long. So I am heartbroken. I do feel for a lot of friends that I have on the platform, a lot of people who built careers off that platform, who they maybe haven't been able to transition to another I feel for them. And there's even other people in my comment sections who are talking about the small businesses that exist on TikTok. I feel for it. I do. But um let's not also reflect the responsibility that we gave to TikTok as well, or that President Biden did whenever he signed the declaration stating that if ByteDance does not sell it to an American company, then it will be banned. That was as clear as day. If TikTok was also committed to serving the most amount of Americans as possible, then they would have also they would have reconsidered that more deeply. But no, since the beginning, the CEO was very clear. They said no, we have no interest in selling. So this is there's not a genuine census here. There might be a census among creators, there might be a census among people, but there's not a census in that's really reflective of the cost of the risks that are associated in terms of national security. But there's also this micro economy that exists that's now more probably macro, if you ask me. But I don't know what's going to happen. So this is very, very developing, but this is so interesting, and this is a conversation that is really, really close to me. So I'm going to be following this. But the question that I want to ask, and a good way to kind of end this conversation, is: will Donald Trump save TikTok? There's also a future that I see if January 19th comes and TikTok gets banned. Who knows if one of President's first executive orders is, you know what, let's actually undo them. All right, let's make something work with TikTok. Couldn't that happen? Absolutely. Absolutely. But something that is happening for sure is a shift in these social media landscapes, starting with Mark Zuckerberg's Meta, going to Elon Musk's X, and now maybe potentially, if they could work it out, President Trump and TikTok. All right. But that is the end of this video. So please let me know what you think about some of those comments. I'm going to be spending a lot of time today just responding to a bunch of comments because I've been very busy lately, and there was a lot of, the holidays and everything. But I missed the comment section, so I'm going to go back to it today, and it's going to be fun. So when this video gets posted, I'm gonna be there probably for the next 2 hours. So if you're watching it in that time, expect a reply from me. Alrighty, but let me know what you think about some of the conversations here, from Maha Trump to Elon Musk Trump to Mugshot Trump to McDonald's Trump. Which one is your favorite Trump? All right, you guys let me know in the comment section, and let me know what you think about some of the other conversations that we had here today regarding Dana White and Meta, regarding the political balance of X, as well as whether or not President Trump can save TikTok. Alrighty, everybody. I hope you have a great and wonderful day, and I will see you all next time. Episode's over already? Geez, that was fast. Well, they say beautiful things do not last forever, but feel free to watch and listen to another one of these episodes if you're interested in those conversations as well. Also, this next part is huge. Make sure to obliterate that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never skip a beat. I also have a newsletter where we dive into the news, politics, and ideas that shape our future. If you're interested in signing up, I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.